Did you know that 5 Japanese sailors were injured when a piece of space debris crashed into their ship? Good day, students, teachers, and honorable judges. From this speech, you will learn that space debris can be a dangerous thing to space shuttles, the environment, or even people. In 2006, the space shuttle Atlantis was hit by a small fragment of a circuit board, which in turn bored a hole through its radiator panels located in the cargo bay. Another incident happened in space 3 years after the incident with the Atlantis when the deactivated Russian spacecraft Cosmos 2251 collided with the still active Iridium-33, and the force of the Cosmos hitting the Iridium caused them both to be destroyed. This caused a large quantity of debris to fall down into Siberia. Another collision almost happened to an airplane known as Airbus A340 when a Russian spy satellite came down from space within 8 kilometers of the plane. The pilot reported hearing a sonic boom coming from the debris, although this is unconfirmed. If what he is saying is true, the satellite will have been coming down at a rate of 1,238.19 kilometers per hour or faster, meaning that it will have caused quite a bit of damage to the ground beneath it. What I'm explaining to you right now is the consequences of just leaving junk in space. Images provided by NASA show that Earth has over 500,000 pieces of debris as of 2013. There is a possibility there is more debris in space now, either from deactivated satellites or just regular asteroids. These can be from the size of a marble to the size of a space shuttle. However, most countries just give up on bringing back failed deactivated satellites. And with this neglectance to their satellites, they're allowing this junk to fall anywhere at any time. With all this space junk, it may well starting to look like the Earth from space from the Pixar movie WALL-E. The solution to this problem is very complicated, since most ideas made by space agencies are either too unreliable or just make the problem worse. So I implore you to listen to how my idea that may be able to help clean up the space junk so it's lowered to a minuscule amount. There are 2 systems that I believe that could work together to reduce the amount. The EDI, Electrodynamic Debris Eliminator System, and the SPADE, Space Debris Elimination System. The EDI would work like a community service worker picking up garbage on the side of the highway by using a tether to capture large space debris, since small pieces are too hard to catch and store inside of a net, which is as big as a house. The SPADE would work like a leaf blower, but bigger. It would send blasts of air to areas with space junk, thus sending them out of our orbit, although it would have trouble pushing large pieces of junk out. That is why we have the EDI system helping out too. The EDI system will work. Forgot to delete that. You may have some concerns like, how do you know it will work, or won't they just run out of fuel? For the first one, I don't know that it will work. Although, it would take a while, since EDIs take about 10 days to remove an object, which is understandable, since it would take a while to correctly grab a piece of debris and store it in the EDI system itself. That could easily be fixed by producing the EDIs in large amount for only a small price of $5 million. The space system is actually still in the development stage, so it may not be of much use as of now, but the function they thought of is pretty cool. For a fuel question, the EDI system would have nothing to worry about, since it is powered electrically by the magnetic field that surrounds our planet. Since the space system is still in progress, we don't know what type of fuel source it would use. Try to imagine a world where nothing was done to stop this problem. It may not escalate quickly, but it will gradually get worse. Seeing that the first launch of the satellite was a little more than 57 years ago. The amount of satellites increased to 6,578 in 2010, but those are shuttles as a whole. After their ascent, they discard their rockets, leaving them behind. There's also dead satellites that just lay there along with regular asteroids. Think of all these things just increasing in number in space. Travel will either become extremely difficult or impossible altogether. We might not even be able to see Sol or Luna if the satellites, both natural and artificial, keep being stuck in our atmosphere. If the sun is hidden away by our neglect to clean up our messes, all the plants on Earth will die, which will start a chain reaction of extinction of animals, including us. Almost everything depends on the sun's energy or the food that plants would provide. To sum up, we have brought around the apocalypse that we humans are trying oh so well to avoid. Now, I'm pretty sure none of you can persuade the world leaders unless you carry some heavy political power. But if this plan were to be used, our lives would be able to continue on for generations. Try to believe that our world's leaders won't be oblivious to the trouble this would cause, and will try all possible solutions to make sure our species will continue to thrive. I have faith in our governments and do truly believe that our leaders aren't completely shoving this problem to the bottom of the filing cabinet for future notice. By the time I read this speech to you all, I hope I have not been crushed by any space debris. Thank you for your time and patience.